Hello guys, welcome back. In this series, we are learning API in React.js using JSON server, how to set up the local JSON server and how to create API and how to use under the React. So hope you have seen my two videos. In this series, we have total 5 videos. In that, the first video I have designed the layout and then we have made the routing. That's this here routing that we have made like this come under the routing. After that, in the second video part 2, you have seen how to save the data in the JSON and how to retrieve the data from JSON. That is these 2 pages we have made. The video number 2, if you have not seen, I'll suggest you need to have a look into that, implement it, then it will be much helpful. The video number 3, because these all are the series, it's one by one, step by step. I have not kept all the functionality in one video. It will become very difficult for you. Many people lose the patience while implementing, so I'm breaking into 4 to 5 videos so that clearly you will understand. In the video number 1, it was the routing. In the video number 2, we have called this one, how to save the data in JSON file and how to retrieve the data from JSON file. Okay. And in the video number 3, in this video, you are going to see how to delete the data from JSON file. Suppose we are onto this file. We have here delete functionality I have added. I'll show you the code as well as I'll implement in front of you. I'll show you how it is going to work. Okay. And meanwhile, if you have not subscribed still the channel, so I'll suggest you need to subscribe it. It will helpful for you. Okay. Because we are creating the very awesome videos always, and the new technology, it will be helpful for you. It will support your career. Okay. And then hope you remember the channel name. It's called CRM Software Academy, right? So let's go ahead and see the functionality. Okay. So first I'll go to the add new employee. I'll enter here a name called Ganesh, mobile number, some number I'll enter here, right? Then department I'll give here call software marketing. After that, I'll come down below, salary something, 75,000 I'll enter. I'll click on save. So it is saying Ganesh save successfully. Right now, let me look into my listing page. You can see here Ganesh has come on the top. In the previous video, I have printed this array in the reverse order. I have made a reverse. I can show you now also again. It's here while updating under the state, we have made all emp dot reverse. So here your array is getting reverse after reading the data from implied. Now let's go ahead again and see how this functionality is going to happen. Suppose we have a lot of record here, lot of imply list we have. If you want to delete any record, maybe wrong entry or maybe something, right? So how to delete the data from the JSON server using React, right? So how to delete the data from JSON server using React. And so you have made the API that's called JSON API that you are consuming under the React and you are implementing it, right? So hope you have gone through the video number 1, video number 2, and this is the video number 3. It's important for you. In interview, when you go, people will ask you to create a page, fill the data, save the data, list the data, edit the data, delete the data. Okay, so this all you cannot do directly on the server level because you may not be aware of the backend languages. So in that case, I have implemented complete routing, saving the data, listing the data. Now you are in the third video that is called deleting the data. How to do? It's a simple, quickly you will understand, but I will suggest you need to have the first video and second video you must implement, and then it will be helpful for you. Okay, so let me go here. Suppose this is the person Rohit. Let me delete him. I deleted. It is saying imply info deleted successfully. Rohit gone from the list. I'll delete this Manish. Let me delete here. It is asking, saying that deleted successfully, imply info deleted successfully, right? Now, here what should happen, as soon as I click on delete, delete is happening, that is fact, that we are going to see. But we need to implement one scenario also. As soon as you click on delete, it should ask, are you sure? If you say okay, then only it should delete. It should not delete blindly. Okay, so we are going to implement everything one by one. Okay, so first let's go to the code now. Okay, so hope you have made the first page and second page and you have implemented till here. Come to your index.css file first, and button class hope you have create a class called danger class, because when we are going to delete a record, there the color combination also should explain properly. Yes, this is the dangerous work. If you delete, if you do something here, some risk work will happen, right? So for that purpose I have created a class called danger class. In that I have given the class as a bg hyphen danger. I have already here some css per button, but I am going to override the blue with the red color here. So I created a class. Now let me come to the list page. In the list page, I will go here, some code I have written to implement that. I'll delete it. Come down, your page was like this. I will keep it in the old status. Your page, what you have implemented from the previous video, it was something like this, where you don't have any delete option. Okay, hold on. Yeah, one variable I have printed, that variable is not exist. Because of that, it's throw the error. Look at this. It is saying like there is no delete button now. Only list we have. Even this is the last page, what we have implemented, where we have stored the employee details, correct? And those details has come to our page. So I am going to enter the list page. Let me go here. Okay. One changes happen in my CSS file. Let me modify that. Here it's got changed to blue color. It was some different color. Okay. Yeah. Let me go to the code now. Which code? Under the EMP list file. Under the EMP list file, first, sorry. If you have not imported the Axios, let's import the Axios also. Okay, let's come back to the EMP list. So your page was still here that you have implemented last video. Now here, you write here, import Axios from Axios. I believe you have already installed this as per the previous second video. Axios we imported. Coming down, we need to write a function delete emp, and this is a functional component, so const you have to follow. Delete emp function. I created a fat arrow method. Let me keep comment here. For delete data from JSON file. Now at this place, so function we wrote delete emp, keep inside emp id and alert here emp id. So number one, we imported the Axios under the emp list file. Number two, we wrote a function delete emp. Under the delete emp, we are receiving a parameter called emp id. emp id, assume like is a variable. In this variable, we are going to send some value from the HTML side. Now come down below. You need to add a heading here, th call delete. Add one th called delete also. Right, so we added a heading called delete. Now come down, write a td here, and inside the td add a button called delete. In this button you need to call this class. We have created a class today called danger. So this button will become red color, danger. So I added a heading and I added a TD. So this button become as a red color. Now let me look into the browser whether we are getting the button or not. And if the button is coming, is it coming in the red color? See, awesome. Two button came in red color. Perfect. Now go there, on click, call a function delete emp. Delete emp function, and in that delete emp function you have to bind the emp id that is here, info.id. We need to bind that using bind function. Bind function need two parameter minimum, one parameter minimum. First one is this and second will be your parameter. Which parameter you are going to send, that is your wish, but second parameter is your parameter. Let me make it like this, and here I will be writing emp info dot id. This id is coming from the JSON file. This id is coming from the JSON file. emp info dot id. This id is coming from the JSON file. Now look at there. What we did, we created a button, class we applied, on click we are calling delete emp. There we are passing a parameter called emp info.id. You can see this id is printing here. I'll come to the browser. This id we are passing. You can see 514 some number is coming. This is the dynamic number is getting generated by JSON. So this number we are passing. This number we are passing to which function? Delete emp function. You see once. So what we did, we created a button delete emp.bind. Inside we pass this comma emp info.id. emp info.id. That is nothing but a value, dynamic value for every employee. And under this delete emp function, you can see here, under delete emp function, you can see here, we have just made as an alert. This emp id we are making as an alert. Let me look at here whether alert is coming or not. I click here, you can see alert is coming 5. I click here, you can see alert is coming as a 1. Right? That meaning on click we are able to pass the parameter to a function from the React using hooks. Now at this place, we are going to write a condition if and else. Are you sure or not sure? Okay. So create a variable status equal to confirm. Inside you can write, are you sure to delete? Are you sure to delete? Come down, write a if condition. If status equal to true, if status equal to true, then it will come here and it will say as an alert, okay, it will delete now. It will delete now. Okay, so when we want, suppose whenever we click on delete button, one confirm box will come and it will ask, are you sure? If we'll do okay, it will return true, and true will help us to go under the if part. Now let me check. I'll go to the browser and I click here on alert on button. I'll click on button and we'll see what is going to happen. It's loading. Okay, confirm, no expected use of confirm, unexpected use of confirm. Okay, understand. So it is saying like under the functional component, you cannot use directly. So no problem. We'll escape as of now this part. Directly we'll try to delete from here. Okay, we have to add something else in that. That maybe I will be implementing in some other video wherever it's needed. So let's come here now. Now in this place, you are going to write, you are going to send the request to that file. Which file? The JSON server to delete a particular record. Let's go here and create a variable, constant variable, because while deleting we have to display a message. So message colon update message. Update message equal to use state inside the use state keep it empty by default. Now this message variable you can print here. Just after the h1 in a paragraph, print that message variable saying call align equal to center, and under the center you print that message variable. So after deleting, it will say we will be generating the message and it will say record deleted successfully. Now major matter is here at this place. What we need to do, we have a URL here. Let's take this URL. Okay, URL we have on the top. To the same employee URL only, you are going to send the request saying like axios dot delete. Axios dot delete. Inside that, you will be passing the URL. Slash, you have to bind that EMP ID. This EMP ID, hold on. This EMP ID, you need to pass here, EMP ID. Because how the delete function will work? Delete function need a ID, then only it will delete, right? Then come down, dot then response, and let's do as fat arrow. Inside that, you can write update message, call the update message, just write here, call employee info deleted successfully. Employee info deleted successfully. This is in the case of success. Another option we have, we can apply here a catch, catch. Under the catch, we have to keep as a error. If error happen, then what we need to display? We need to display some error message. So if it was success, then we updated like employee updated deleted successfully. If error, then right here, same thing saying like error, try again later. Okay, so this is the case now. So simple. If you want to delete any record from your JSON file, then this is the your path, that is your port number is running. You can say 3002, and then you have the imply. I'll show you the JSON file again. The JSON file we have here, the JSON file we have here, data.json file. Inside the data.json file, you are targeting to imply, and whichever the implies exist here, this ID we are passing, ID, and then it will get deleted. Now, let me come here. This file we are calling localhost 3002 imply, and there we are appending the which one imply ID like 1 2 3 4 5. Now delete function will delete those imply from the array list where ID is particular, and if it get deleted successfully, then this function will come and we are displaying the message. In case any exception happen, error come, then we are displaying the message, sorry error, try again later, right? Now come back to the page and implement it, test it whether it is happening or not. So this is the code to delete the data, only this one. Okay, and in that major important, you need to import the Axios on the top. Axios we have imported on the top, and then with the help of Axios, here I have made a spelling mistake. Axios, it should be Axios. Axios dot delete. Okay, now let me come and see whether my data is getting deleted or not. I will try to delete the Ganesh first. Delete here. Delete here. It is saying imply info deleted successfully. If I refresh the page again, then I can see one imply got deleted. Correct? But it should be dynamically. Dynamically, the list should get reloaded. Let me delete this also. Message came, but still this is here. This data has to reload. Correct? I will reload the page. See, data gone. Now there is no imply. Let me come back. Find out that solution. Okay, at this place, after displaying the message, you have to reload the function. So to reload the function, just call this function. You have to reload the list. So if it is a success, this line is for what purpose? To reload the list after delete a record. Okay, to reload the list after delete a record. This get imply function. Okay, let me check now. I'll come to my page. I don't have an imply. I'll go here, add the new imply. Ramesh, mobile number something I'll keep here. Department I'll keep something here. IT. Then salary I'll keep here. 45,000. And I'll click on save. And see Ramesh added successfully. Let me add one more. Ganesh. Ganesh. After that I'll add here some number. Then I'll come back here. Department. Marketing. And then salary. Some number. Save it. It's in Ganesh save successfully. Let me go to the list page. You can see two are there. Ramesh and Ganesh has come. I'm displaying in descending order. Let me delete the Ganesh. Ganesh deleted successfully. Imply deleted successfully. Ganesh gone from the list. Right, again I click on Ramesh, gone from the list. Imply deleted successfully. Right. So hope you got the idea. Just only one function you have. This function is pinging to the imply with imply ID to this JSON server using delete method, and then it will get deleted. Remaining for message purpose, we have created the variable. We are printing here, and again in the bottom, if you see, we are calling a function. We are calling a function here called button inside the delete and bind method. We have follow little extra, right? This thing I have explained in the state management class component state management. You can see the first video there, you will find it. Another thing, we have made a mistake in the previous video, previous class. What we did, we have not added the T head and we have not added the T body here. So guys, I'll suggest you can add here T head and T body, because Angular and React will give one warning message if you have not added the T head and T body under the table. So hope you will add it, and then see you in the next video. Next video will be how to edit a record. How to, suppose you have 20 employee, you want to change the mobile number of employee, how to edit that. That will come in the separate video region. That will be little longer process. Okay. And again, thanks for watching, and hope you have subscribed the channel. Let's go ahead, and soon you will be getting the video number 4th as well. Okay, let's see you. Bye bye.